And now, the Android Basics segment. This is a segment where we discuss the things that power your device from behind the scenes. And now, here's this week's episode, Android Basics.
So we start this week with our Android Basics section, and we have the release of the quarterly platform release, Beta 1.1 for Android 16. Warren, do you want to tell us about this?
Yeah, so actually I planned on reading the list of the changes and all of that, and somehow I got busy, I forgot about it, and so we're just going to put a link to it in the show notes, but actually there are more fixes in this QPR1 Beta 1.1 than the regular Beta 1. So we'll have that link on there so you could see it. That dropped, was that Tuesday or was it Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday, wasn't it? But for some odd reason, the Pixel XL wasn't part of it. And so the following day, though, yesterday, I think it was, or was it? Yeah, then the Pixel XL finally got it. But it wasn't even part of it, even in the factory images of that Beta 1.1. So I don't know what the problem was going on with Google. Mine came in at 7 point something MB. It was a very small update. But so I'm hoping that maybe next week we'll see a final release of the stable Android 16, or, maybe, who knows? It's Google. It could be October. But I hope not. I strongly believe it's going to be this month, but maybe next week. We'll see what happens.
Even though it was only 7 megabytes, did it still take 20 minutes to install?
Yes, it did.
Yeah,
yes,
it did. It did.
Gotta love pixels.
No, they're nonsense phones. It did take that long.
The funniest thing is that the download process is quick, but the optimization, I don't know.
It will be quick for 7 megabytes. Like, that's what downloads are.
Yeah, and now that OnePlus and Samsung have both switched over to this seamless updates where they do like the dual partitioning, like they still manage to do it faster. I don't know why. Pixel just takes a long time.
I know why.
Do we really need to know?
Does it have to do with?
Yeah,
they're rubbish. Fisher-Price nonsense phones. Of course, we know why. Like.
Oh boy, yeah, but that's what we have. And Ed, you and I thought they were going to release Android 16 back in May. They didn't. Yeah, and so now you and I don't know. I don't want to even predict, but I'm thinking maybe next week, or at least in the last week of June. But I'm thinking maybe next week. Do you think we'll get it next week, Ed or John?
Well, it was rumored for the 4th of June, wasn't it? It was rumored for
even the 3rd. Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess my question is, if you have you're on the beta channel and you have QPR 1.1, do you get the Android 16 release, and does it roll back those QPR betas?
No. You have to unenroll, and
you have to unenroll if you want to
reset your phone.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's so does that mean you stay on a beta cycle forever then?
Well, the only way to opt out is when you have a stable. So what you would have had to do is reject the update to QPR1 and wait for the stable version to be offered to you of Android 16. And then once you were on the stable version, you could unenroll without having a factory reset.
Okay.
So, which is not obvious it's not obvious at all. Like, most people are stuck on it because they just accept all their updates as they get them.
Yeah. But if you enrolled into the beta, then you should probably know what's going on, shouldn't you? So maybe don't do that if you don't.
And I think
the QPR, has more stuff in it, really, because it's giving you, a sneak peek into the newer stuff coming on. And so I really didn't want to be like, say, get a QPR before the public release, but they did what they did last year. So I'm happy with the QPR. I'm not, unrolling myself out of it. So there's nothing new in the stable version anyway that I would be looking forward to. The QPR is more advanced than the stable one anyway. So I don't see the need of me unrolling and rolling back to the stable one.
And just for the record, I think my bet was somewhere around June 12th for the release. So, I mean, if we're keeping track of that sort of thing.
Oh, we should. No, we absolutely should. We should honor
And
those.
you may be right, John.
Yeah,
You may be right.
I believe in keeping track of that.
Yeah, I think that you may be right, because you said that, and I'm thinking it may drop next week, maybe say Wednesday or Thursday, Tuesday, somewhere in there. So I think you probably, maybe a little birdie told you somewhere. I'm just kidding, but you may be right.
I wish I had birdies that would talk to me.
Like a road bird, maybe a road bird could tell you.
Or join Twitter, currently known as X. And just one other thing, I think you said the link to what's new in the quarterly platform release 1.1 will be in the show notes. Someone's going to send that to the author of the show notes, aren't they? Because currently it's not.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah. I'll send it to you, Ed. So definitely.
No, I meant to leave it in.
Okay, so Ed, but you have the link, right?
No, because you haven't sent it to me.
Well, it's there on Google Blog. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, you should. Like, where on Google Blog?
That
I
boy.
live on Google Blog.
That
Send
boy,
me the
okay.
bloody link if you want to.
I'll send it to you before I start the editing. So as soon as we get done, I'm
Yes,
going to send you
you will.
what's new area.